With my Christian documentary, check it out if you haven't, you may have noticed in that video that I missed out on quite a bit regarding some of the darker aspects of Christendom, most notably the worst trolls. The reasons for this were due to the length of the video, that already being quite long, and the fact that I wanted it to be specifically entertaining and not too dark. Of course, with Chris, that is an unavoidable task. In this video, I want to take a closer look on the villains of Christian's story, what they have done, and the effect they have had on Chris. The first of these I will talk about is possibly the most infamous troll in Chris story, Blue Spike, who played the roles of Julie, one of Chris's sweethearts, and her brother Max. Whilst I covered Blue Spike quite thoroughly in my documentary, I will go over him again and include some other audio. Blue Spike, as well as a few other trolls, convinced Chris to drive to Ohio to rescue Julie, a pointless endeavour that made Bob and Barb worry and threaten to leave him homeless if he did something similar again. Blue Spike and Chris also had cybersex multiple times for hours at a time. However strange this was, Bob caught Chris in the act one of these times, leading to a confrontation between the two, and Bob cutting down the internet. The conclusion of Blue Spike's involvement was on the 3rd of March, where Blue Spike had Julie hostage, with Chris having to insert his Sonichu medallion up inside himself for Blue Spike to let Chris talk with Julie. Chris did this, and Blue Spike wanted Chris to go even further, asking Chris to burn his house down, although luckily, Blue Spike was shut down by trolls at this point.
Hurry up! Oh god, it's all over my face! Get it out! Chris, are you really gonna do this? Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh god damn it. Oh god damn it. Oh, I see brown stains! Did you crap your pants, really?
Maybe.
No, really, tell me the truth, did you?
Yeah.
Whatever, just put it in there. Come on, more, as far as you possibly can. More, until I can't see it. More, shove it up, more! Oh, I can't wait to see how brown it is when you take it out. Chris, is your hand stuck?
I'm tired.
No, keep going. You're not gonna fucking chicken out. How does this make you feel, Chris?
Miserable.
How miserable?
Probably miserable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. You miserable pile of dick. Oh, God, more. Shove it until I can't see it. Oh, God, poor Sonic.
Blue Spike, no more.
Brown stained Sonic shoe with the power of shit. Keep going.
Blue Spike, stop this shit.
I don't want to go in.
What?
I don't want to go in.
Then keep trying. Make some
Blue
room
Spike,
in there.
stop this shit.
Stop it. Really?
Alright, fine, you can stop.
Stop.
Yeah, sure. Don't take him out, though. I want him to be in there the whole rest of the time I talk with you.
Alright.
Now pull your pants up.
Wait a second.
You know, Chris, this is what I
Let it-
strive for. Watching you do this kind of thing is really disturbing now that I see it.
Blue, tell me to take it out.
damn it, Blue Spike.
Chris,
God
Chris,
damn.
I made it stop, don't worry.
Excuse me.
Chris, what the fuck? Seriously, man?
I just want to wash my hands.
No, you can't wash your hands. you wash your hands, I will not send Julie to Europe. How does it feel, Chris?
Terrible.
Really? How terrible?
Yeah. Painstakingly terrible.
You're a bitch, you know that? Doing this? Whatever. I wonder, what should I make you do next?
No, this is enough.
No, you're not the one making the choices. Burn your house down.
God
No,
damn it, you
I'm gonna
idiot.
burn my house down.
Then the PSN is going on
That
you.
one?
Well, you're not going to get Julie unless you burn your house down.
Blue Spike later returned as Julie, and then finally revealed himself to be a troll. As of June 2021, Chris has recently maintained the idea that Blue Spike was the worst troll, with the Twitter poll agreeing with him. Blue Spike has also expressed regret towards his actions on the Kiwi farms. The next people I will talk about are the Idea Guys, the most prominent of these being Joshua Wise and Stephen Boyd, with the rest of the group remaining anonymous. Contact with Chris was initiated by Joshua at an opportune time, with Chris already beginning to slip into his fantasies, being caught dancing with Magi-chan during BronyCon. Joshua, and eventually the rest of the Idea Guys, began role-playing as different fictional characters to make Chris believe that these fictional worlds exist in alternate universes, as well as making fake images and audio to further deceive Chris. This influence spread into Chris's world of Quickville, where Chris's power was eventually stripped and chaos ensued, with Chris now fully believing that this was occurring. This trolling then eventually developed into the dimensional merge. Chris has believed that all fictional dimensions will merge with our universe, which of course will not happen. This was furthered by the Teen Troon Squad, another bunch of harmful trolls who encouraged this behaviour. Luckily, they did not take it as far as the Idea Guys and didn't harm Chris as much. The Idea Guys saga culminated in the reveal that they had extorted over $6,000 from Chris, with these being gift cards, video games, and other items, threatening to destroy Quickville if he did not fulfill their demands, with them even trying to extort Chris for $20,000, but luckily this did not succeed. For some reason, even despite possibly having the most negative impact on Chris holds them in quite a high regard. The newest and now probably most notorious is Isabella Loretta Janke, the woman in the recent leaked call where Chris reveals his crime. Isabella is a strange person, with a load of information being revealed about her after her role in Christie was revealed, including bullying and blackmailing, showing her to be a severely sadistic person. Some of the things Bella has done to Chris was begin a suicide plot, which I'll get into more depth later on, as well as try to extort him. While she is one of the darkest trolls in history, it should be said her attempts for the most part failed, and it seems as though, with the Mothergate scandal, she didn't actually cause it, instead just encouraging it, which of course is still bad, but not as bad as it could have been. On the 10th of September, I created the video A Very Brief Introduction to Randy Steer, who, if you don't know who that is and do not want to watch the video, I will summarise with him being a loser obsessed with a character from Danny Phantom, who then proceeded to shoot up a store in which they worked. The main reason for my knowledge on this topic was due to a video series created by a YouTuber by the name of Wildcat, aka Sean Walker. When I had originally watched the video series by Wildcat, I perceived him having some sort of affinity for him, for whatever reason. This suspicion appears to be true, channeling Randy in order to convince Chris to kill himself, again being a very dangerous troll with Chris, but going relatively under the radar, at least in terms of Bella, the ringleader of this awful trolling. Before I get into Chris Chan's biggest villain, I want to get into the reasons as to why these trolls do this. With Blue Spike, if we are to believe that he truly does regret his actions, the reasons he did what he did are just because he was a 13-year-old trying to be extremely edgy in order to be funny. This, in the context of the internet in 2009, which was essentially the Wild West, makes quite a lot of sense, and maybe could be seen as a justification, but of course, it was still bad. The rest of the trolls seem to have a sadistic need to see Chris fail, as well as use him as he's such a vulnerable person, which is definitely the most evident in the case of the Idea Guys, who extorted thousands from him and were happy to torment him. With Sean Walker, it seems it's all about ego, with him trying to directly compare himself to Null of the Kiwi Farms, as well as himself stating that he is one of the most powerful people in the Quick Sphere, as well as pride that will be in the Geno Samuel series, Chris Chan, A Comprehensive History. It is also possible that these trolls might be doing this in order to feel better with themselves, which is a common theory about many trolls. When looking at lolcows such as Chris, nobody should be going into it trying to come out on top. You should only follow lolcows if you find them interesting or funny, and for the most part you should not be interacting with any whatsoever, because in most cases you just end up making everyone hate you. There is nothing good that can come out of it for you. The biggest villain in Christian's history is of course Chris himself. Some of the worst things that have occurred to him have been his, and solely his, fault. It was his fault that he stopped being friends with Megan after revealing that she came for Quick Picture for no reason. He ran over Michael Snyder after not being allowed to go into a store. He pepper sprayed an innocent person due to Sonic's arms being blue in one game, and he was the person who decided to have intercourse with his mother. Nobody else interfered with Chris doing these things. With Megan and his mother, this behaviour might have been encouraged, but he did it himself, and is thus the biggest villain in his history.